Sundeep, Sania Mirza and Martina Hingis both dropped their former doubles partners, Benetta and Hissy, and have now teamed up. There's a chance that in this French Open they might actually play against each other. Do you think that there's going to be some rivalry there?
No, I don't think so. But coming back to the point that you said that they came in and kind of partnered, I think whoever gave that idea was probably brilliant because he's brought back what used to happen a long time back. Top singles player, with a very good doubles player, somebody who's got a great forehand, covers the backcourt very nicely. So I think the idea of both of them coming together, I know why Mirza didn't think of this much earlier because she used to play with different partners. But to get somebody like Martina Hingis on to the court with her, you are at least assured of a great singles player with a great doubles player. So whatever the results are happening for them to become world number one, I think is just because of that one brilliant idea of these coming together.
Yeah, and Martina has got an Indian connection. She partnered with Bhupati, I think, back in 2006 and then recently with Pace, both times at the Australian Open where they actually won. So she's used to playing with Indian players with whatever quirks they bring to the table.
I think Leander is probably he is an icon in world doubles tennis, and because of that, I mean, from Martina onwards where he's played, he's always brought something to the table that these players now think about India as one of these great areas from where doubles players are coming. Right. Though for a lot of tennis fans like me, I just wish that there are more singles players coming through. The doubles always gives you, I mean, a lot of people talk about doubles slowly fading away. I don't think the doubles will ever fade because the doubles is a very part and parcel of a major tournament, whether it is the Wimbledon or the US Open or the French or the Australian. But even beyond that, in most of the GPs, the doubles is an integral part because that's where the crowd settles in, the excitement grows, and then it goes on to the individuals. But I really wish that it crosses all of that and we start producing a great individual player for us to be really proud of.
Yeah, John McEnroe said that he thought doubles was going to be irrelevant. And there's an American journalist who said that Leander Pace is as round as he is tall. So a 41-year-old Leander Pace is still playing at the top sort of levels. Does that mean
let the American journalist show us another American player who's as round and as brilliant as Leander, and then we can all applaud together. Whatever they say, he could be 41, he could be 45, he could be 35. There is nobody in this world in doubles who's as good at the net as Leander. Nobody can use his feet and nobody can use those hands as fast as Leander at the net. That is the only reason why he is the champion he is. That's the only reason why longevity comes in. Because despite what he looks like, or despite sometimes he does feel that he's overweight, but there are times when he's thin. I don't know what happens when he becomes thin or what happens when he's overweight, but he is brilliant and nobody can take that away from him.
Talking longevity, Martina was, I think, 15 when she won her first Wimbledon, and then by the time she was 16, she was world number one, and she stayed at number one for, I think, 59 weeks, which is for 209 weeks, which is almost 4 years, right? Something seems to have gone wrong with her at different phases in her career, and she seems to have dropped off and then come back and then dropped off again.
It's a phenomenon, I think, that happens in all sport. You start at 14, 15. Right. You are bound to fade away. You really can't keep it up for long. Unless you have the zeal of a Federer, unless you have the ambition of a Federer, unless you believe that winning is what matters to me throughout my career till I can stand on that court and reach a semi-final.
So is it Sania who's the dominant player in this partnership, or is it Martina?
I think both matter. I think doubles, if you're not 50-50, it's really not going to work. Because if the 60 or 70% dominant player has an off day, you're going to lose. I think what Hingis does well is what she has learned from Leander. I'm not saying learn from Leander, but playing with him, of course, you're going to learn a lot. And I think she's very good with the hands at the net. And Mirza really does the backcourt. That forehand is awesome. That forehand can really win doubles matches.